How is everybody doing today? My name is Master Zero and welcome back to another reaction video. This time I'm going to be reacting to Film Theory's newest video, what is Detective Pikachu's secret identity, parentheses, Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie. Yeah, I had a comment on one of my videos. I believe it was the Salad Fingers one, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure your name, I apologize, but he wanted me to react to Film Theory's theory on Salad Fingers, the episode 11 one. And I told him, I was like, I'd love to do one, but I already watched the video and I want my reaction to actually be like my first reaction of the video, to make it like actually real. I don't want to fake it or anything. So like, if I already seen a video, I don't want to film myself reacting to it because I already know what's gonna come. So yeah, the little behind the scenes thing there. So without any further ado, here is the Film Theory. What is Detective Pikachu's secret identity?
I choose you! Film Theory! Use Mind Blow!
Oh, okay.
We'll see how effective it is. Don't change that YouTube dial, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you are on the right channel. Today, we're covering the upcoming Pokemon movie, Detective Pikachu. A
Super
film
excited
that made
for this movie, by the way.
choice of having video game's cutest mascot voiced by Deadpool.
Nobody's getting hurt.
And man, has it worked! These trailers
For real.
are setting the internet on fire with
I
this
love it so
bizarre
much.
cognitive dissonance that they're creating. Cognitive dissonance, just so you know, is when you have conflicting thoughts and attitudes existing at the same
I know
time.
what that
like
means.
when you smoke, but you know that it's bad for you. Or here, where you think, oh, what a cute little Pokemon, and then hear his creepy man voice popping out of your favorite Pika.
Get me the hell out of here!
They've been the first trailers in a long time to actually make me feel optimistic about the prospect of a live-action video game movie, even if all the Pokemon are eerily fuzzy, or look like they just lost a ton of weight. I mean, apparently Charizard's been getting himself on the Weight Watchers. Look at those rolls! Now, Detective Pikachu features an entirely new main character, Tim Goodman, who explores Rhyme City, a completely new location that we've never seen
Yeah, if you can't
before
tell,
in
this
any
is like
other
my
Pokemon
third
media,
video of
aside
Detective
from the
Pikachu,
game
so
of the
I'm
same name, which, to
pretty
be
excited
clear,
for this movie
I
to come
will
out.
be ignoring for today's
Which is
theory.
very
Maybe
unexpected
I'll
for
cover
me.
it later on Game Theory or after the movie releases and compare and contrast the two. Who knows? Tim's father goes missing, and shortly thereafter he stumbles across a Pikachu that can talk and considers itself to be a detective.
Basic detective stuff.
Period. And what about a world-class detective?
Beyond that, though, this talking Pikachu is a complete mystery, considering he just woke up with amnesia.
I woke up with a heavy case of amnesia in the middle of nowhere.
Memory loss, you say? You know what that means. This mon has clearly got himself some history, which means a theory. So, while the obvious answer is probably that Pikachu is somehow connected to Tim's missing father, or heck, is Tim's missing father, I had a more exciting
Mind
idea
blown
pitched to
there.
me on Reddit by Simple Meme Lord that I'd like to explore. That this Pikachu
He's
is
so freaking
Ash's
cute.
Pikachu. Yes, Ash from the anime. As different as this
Okay.
movie seems, is there a chance that this could be a part of the same canon timeline as the TV show? Could the secret of Detective Pikachu's forgotten history actually be that he served as Ash's
I don't
faithful
know.
companion for over
You're
a
gonna have to
thousand
sell me on
episodes
this, Matt
of
Pat.
animated splendor? It
I don't know about
sounds
that.
like an outlandish idea, and heck, it probably is. But the more you dig into the countless details that are hidden in these trailers, the more and more all of this
Misty?
starts to make sense. Let's do this Detective Pikachu style. I choose you! Corkboard of evidence! Clue number 1, Rhyme City. Now, as I already mentioned, Detective Pikachu is set in a city that we've never seen before in the previous mainline Pokemon games or the TV show. However, it would be a huge mistake to assume that this means it takes place in a completely separate world. You see, we get several clear indications in the trailer that though Rhyme City is in a new location, it's set in the same Pokemon universe that we're already familiar with. In Tim's bedroom, we see that he has a poster for Sinnoh Championship 24, an obvious reference to the region that's introduced in the Diamond and Pearl games and TV seasons. A more detailed look at his bedroom wall shows posters for the Johto Sports
Yeah, I played, I
Club,
think,
another
every
reference to a
game
region
except the
that
new
we're
ones.
already familiar with from
And
the
I
Johto League
haven't
seasons
seen
of the anime.
the
While
anime.
Ash's journeys have never taken us to Rhyme City before,
I've seen like the first couple
pretty safe to
episodes, but
conclude that we're
I never
still
got
in
into
the same
anime.
established Pokemon
I like the game a
world.
whole lot more. The
Still, it would be
MMO
a
aspect of it,
huge
I
leap
love
to
it.
assume that just because we're seeing the names of familiar locations that were also in the TV show. After all, the video games have the exact same locations and regions as the anime, but the games and anime follow completely different canon. The video games don't have a character named Ash Ketchum who travels around Kanto with Brock and Misty, for instance. And even within the games themselves, there's already a confirmed multiverse, one with Mega Evolutions and one without. For more information on that, I go way in depth in this episode of Game Theory. However, the trailer gives us another big hint about a link between the Detective Pikachu movie and the TV show, leading us to clue number 2, Jigglypuff. For one brief moment in the trailer, we see a Jigglypuff. But not just any Jigglypuff. Look at what it has in its hand. A microphone with a green cover. Now, this could just be an Easter egg, but any fan of the anime will immediately recognize what's going on in that scene. First introduced in episode 45 of the anime, The Song of Jigglypuff, this one particular Pokemon has been a recurring character on the TV show for over 20 years, showing up to sing a lullaby, getting angry when the lullaby puts everyone to sleep, and then trolling everyone by pulling the cap off its microphone to reveal that it was actually a marker the whole time.
I love Jigglypuff. I love him so much. I love all the cute Pokemons like Eevee.
Carrying around that iconic microphone isn't something that's inherently part of a Jigglypuff's DNA. It is something that is specifically tied to one unique character in the anime. A character who now seems to be appearing in the trailer for Detective Pikachu. And if one Pokemon from the anime managed to find its way into Rhyme City, surely Ash's Pikachu could have done the same. Clue the
he's starting to sell me.
Fragments of memory. Now, let's focus a bit more on our main character, Detective Pikachu himself. We don't get too much information about him on account of that amnesia, but we do learn one key fact.
So you're a talking Pikachu with no memories who's addicted to caffeine.
He's addicted to caffeine, specifically coffee. This, according to the original creators of the game, was a riff on the trope of detectives using pipes, a way to make Pikachu feel older and more hard-bitten, but still keep him family-friendly. And while coffee itself doesn't appear in the anime from what I can find, we do have plenty of scenes over the years of Ash's Pikachu eagerly drinking tea. Clearly, he's a character who likes human beverages, especially beverages that are caffeinated, so making the jump from tea to coffee in an older, more adult film would make perfect sense. The only other thing that we know about
really
is that
starting to sell me now.
Amnesia, Pikachu
I had my
remembers
doubts, but
having
now I'm
dealt
not
with
sure.
Charizards in the past.
Now, obviously, I've dealt with this putz before.
Note that he says dealt with and not battled. You see, Ash's Pikachu never truly battles Charizard in the anime, but both Ash and Pikachu had to deal with all sorts of misbehaving, difficult Charizards in the past. So this would actually line up very well with our theory that they're one and the same. It's a similar story here with Mr. Mime as well. In the trailer, Pikachu seems to have a solid understanding of how to deal with the awkward Mime Pokemon.
He's barely moving.
Don't tell him that.
Something that Ash's Pikachu would also be familiar with, considering his master's mother had a mime constantly working in their household. And finally, clue
My mind's
fifth,
not blown yet, but
talk
it's getting
talking.
there.
It's easy to overlook, but obviously the most striking thing about this character is that he can talk. Except, it's not 100% true. The trailer makes it very clear that while Tim can understand what Pikachu is saying, no other human can.
You can hear him, right?
Pika Pika! Yeah, Pika Pika Pika, he's adorable.
You're adorable. They can't understand me.
Afraid not.
He's
there,
so
Tim.
cute.
Pikachu isn't actually speaking English. He's capable of speaking in a way that's only understood by Tim. And that sounds an awful lot like how we see Pikachu communicating with Ash throughout the anime.
What is wrong with that Ash?
Even if he's not voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Pikachu! You wanna go too, buddy? Huh? Right!
And we
I would have
don't just
never
to
put
infer
those
it
two
off of the
together,
way
my
that
God.
Ash talks about Pikachu, we've actually seen them speak directly to each other before. In the 20th Pokemon movie, yeah, they made 20 of these things.
Oh my
Pokemon,
God.
I Choose You, we actually learn an important fact about how humans and Pokemon, and more
Is that the
specifically,
new
how
Ash?
Ash and Pikachu are capable
I
of
don't like 'em.
understanding each other. In the movie's big climax, we actually hear a Pokemon talk.
It's because I
Whoa.
always want to be with you.
Now, to a lot of people, this seemed totally out of place, and not just because Pikachu sounds like a rejected character from Rugrats. No, it was because Pikachu just doesn't talk. It's
Yeah.
not like Team Rocket's Meowth.
No matter what trash you throw at me, love wins in the end.
But
Meowth,
here,
that's
it
right.
doesn't seem like Pikachu is talking in the same way that Meowth does. As in, if you held up a microphone to Pikachu during this moment, it would probably sound like a very sad Pika Pika. It's exactly the same narrative device that Detective Pikachu is using. We're seeing things not as they literally are, but from the perspective of Ash, who has the ability to understand what Pikachu is saying to him in this moment of desperation. In the same way that Tim
I
is
guess
somehow able to
I'll let it
understand what
slide.
Detective Pikachu is specifically saying to him. Now granted, this particular movie follows a different continuity, but the evidence of Ash and Pikachu understanding each other on a deeper level than the outside world is definitely there. So if Pikachu were ever to be separated from Ash, the human that he's closer to than anyone else in the world, he would probably be in a pretty bad place. Spending years traveling with a human who understood you well enough that you could have conversations with them, only to then be thrust into a world full of humans that look at you and only hear the words Pika Pika, would
That is
get
kinda
pretty
sad,
darn
though.
lonely, just like we see happen to Detective Pikachu in the trailer.
Oh my god, you can understand me! Stop! I've been so lonely!
So let's review our corkboard of evidence one last time.
Oh
We
god,
know that
that's so
Detective
epic.
Pikachu's location of Rhyme City exists in the same world with known locations in the Pokemon universe, like Johto and Sinnoh. More specifically, from the presence of this Jigglypuff, there's a much greater likelihood that this movie takes place in the same universe as the one where Jigglypuff constantly is trolling Ash and his friends.
Okay.
We know that Detective Pikachu, just like Ash's Pikachu, loves caffeine and has
That one's
experience
kind of a
dealing with both
stretch,
Mr. Mimes
in my
and
opinion.
Charizards. But most importantly of all, we know that both of these Pokemon are capable of being understood by specific
I
humans.
just realized
in
Pikachu's little
specific
ears was like the
contexts.
same.
So saying that Detective Pikachu is Ash's Pikachu might at first seem like a huge conclusion to draw from just a few minutes of trailer footage.
That's
but
what I
this
thought at the
trailer
beginning of
is
this
packed with
video,
so many
but
clues and hints
I'm
that
not too
all
sure
could be
anymore.
pointing towards a connection between Detective Pikachu and the original TV show. Sure, it all may seem like circumstantial evidence, but
Okay.
none of these details were placed in here by accident. In fact, one of the most impressive things about this trailer is how much detail they do manage to pack in. So is Detective Pikachu an older, more grizzled version of Ash's Pikachu? Did we crack the case here? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, the corkboard makes it a pretty compelling possibility. But hey, that's just a theory.
A film theory.
And cut. I choose you. Film.
Okay. I wanted a nice little thing, not just to leave it blank like I usually do. But yeah, okay. Matt Pat totally sold me on this idea. I was very skeptical when he started talking about it, but then like all the evidence and stuff actually makes a lot of sense. I'm not 100% on board with it, but I could totally see it happening. But I don't know, like the whole, I don't know, it's kind of a stretch to me, but I could understand why he thinks that. Makes sense? It makes sense. But okay, I'm super, like, you probably don't, or you probably have noticed, but I'm really, really excited for this movie. This is the third, I guess technically, this is the third video I've done of this movie, Detective Pikachu, because I'm low-key very excited for this movie. I usually just do like one trailer for a movie and then I don't do any more. But I'm very excited for this one. I don't know why. I guess it kind of ties into my childhood in a way with the games, not so much the anime. Like I said, I didn't really watch the anime, but I didn't even know that Ash changed his look and that there's 20 freaking movies. But I'm old school. I'm old school Pokemon. I like the games. I like the MMO aspect of it. That's basically the only reason why I like the games. But then that made me grow to like Pokemon, even if it's just the games. Like the characters, hence the Pokemon, not really Ash, but the Pokemon characters I've attached to and stuff, like Jigglypuff and Eevee and all the cute little dudes. But yeah, I enjoyed this theory. It's kind of a stretch to me, but it's enjoyable. If anything, it's enjoyable. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to leave a like down below because it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this one. So with that said, I have been Master Zero. Y'all guys have been fantastic, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later days!